It's a little bit of time. I mean, not really. This game crashes like every 2 seconds. I can't even say that with a straight face. You lasted that long. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
Dealing with Crash 52. Detroit is a rough city and a rough game. Yeah, I gotta start the stream every single time.
I'm glad to see you again. I can't
Me
wait
too.
to see what will happen next.
Yeah.
So excited.
It's good to
She's so
see you
excited.
again.
What?
I hope you will make the right decisions.
She sounded so excited 2 seconds ago. I think continuing will just take you right back to where you just were. I hope so. Oh, thank goodness you don't do the whole Marcus part again.
Now it's time to decide what matters most.
You
Him
must decide.
or the revolution.
Don't listen to him. Everything this fucker says is a lie.
I'm sorry, Hank. You shouldn't have got mixed up in all this.
Forget about me. Do what you have to do.
I used to be just like you. I thought nothing mattered except the mission. But then one day I understood. Very moving, Connor. But I'm not a deviant. I'm a machine designed to accomplish a task, and that's exactly what I am going to do. Enough talk! It's time to decide who you really are. Are you going to save your partner's life? Or are you going to sacrifice him? All right. You win.
There's a bit of a delay of the sound.
Oh.
Hold it.
Hopefully it's just on my end.
Oh, Hank showed up.
Thanks, Hank. I don't
Yep.
know how I would have managed
Hey.
without you. Get rid of him. We have no time to lose. It's me, Hank. I'm the real Connor.
One of you is my partner. The other is a sack of shit. Question is, who's who?
What are you doing, Hank? I'm the real Connor. Give me the gun and I'll take care of it.
Move!
It's caught up.
Why don't you ask us something? Something only the real Connor would know.
Where did we first meet?
Jimmy's bar. I checked 4 other bars before I found you. We went to the scene of a homicide. The victim's name was Carlos Ortiz. He uploaded my memory.
What's my dog's name?
Sumo. His name is Sumo. I knew that too.
Here comes the important question.
My son, what's his name?
Cole. His name was Cole. And he just turned 6 at the time of the accident. It wasn't your fault, Lieutenant. A truck skidded on a sheet of ice and your car rolled over. Cole needed emergency surgery, but no human was available to do it. So an android had to take care of him. Cole didn't make it. That's why you hate androids. You think one of us is responsible for your son's death.
Cole died because a human surgeon was too high on red ice to operate. He was the one that took my son from me. Him and this
That's why he hates
the only way
drugs
people can
so
find
much.
comfort is with a fistful of powder.
I knew about your son too. I would have said exactly the same thing. Don't listen to him, Hank. I'm the one who...
Yeah, I've learned a lot since I met you, Connor. Maybe there's something to this. Maybe you really are alive. Maybe you'll be the
Thank
ones to make the
God.
world a better place.
So if you
Do what you gotta do.
so I'll let you know this. If you do not find the picture of Cole, you will not know the name of Hank's son, and he will still ask you that question.
Dang.
And you have to guess what the son's name is.
Oops. Whoops.
Oh, you failed the mission. Game over.
Oops.
Imagine if the game's like,
No.
oh, you didn't convert.
Why does it want me to do shift? That hurts my finger, man.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do these kind of things again later on, by the way. In a much more dire situation
Wake up!
with Connor.
It hurts my finger. Because it's so unnatural.
Wake
By
up.
the way, now
Wake up.
you can have that power.
Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
Remember when Marcus was the only one who could do that?
Yeah.
Can I throw books into a level 1, Cutie? Just one of them.
That's fine.
Okay. I'm leveling her up because you'll need her for the next week.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
You have one more part with Connor, but that's about it. You're at the Canadian border
I
now.
sorted out who's getting the next blessing.
Unfortunately, there's a checkpoint. You're not out of the woods yet with her.
Jeez Louise.
This is the last section for Kira.
Excuse me, what's going on?
Border control. All passengers must leave the bus. Please move along. This way, please.
All androids are strictly forbidden. If you suspect any passenger of being an android, please contact security.
Immediately
Doing
destroyed.
temperature checks.
Oh no.
We're trapped.
And you turned off Alice's temperature.
Uh-oh.
So Alice will be shot if
Don't worry,
she doesn't have a
Alice, we'll be
temperature.
fine.
You can look around this room
Why can't you just turn it back on?
because the game won't allow you to.
Because they're watching you.
We both know that.
you can go into the bathroom. Literally go into the bathroom and do it. The game will not let you do that.
Not that we're so close.
That's too smart for these characters. So I have to
Yeah.
assume they're all idiots.
I can save you, Kara.
No. No, find another way.
If there's no other way, I'll do it.
This is the exact same thing he'll say in the robot concentration camp. So one of your choices is to sacrifice Luther. There's other people in this room though. Rose is here.
Rose.
You can. There is someone else in here too because you saved them.
Jerry?
It's Jerry.
You risked your life to save us, Carl. If you and the little girl need me, I'll be there.
Jerry will also sacrifice himself for Alice. Which is the exact same thing he would say in the robot concentration camp as well. You can go to the bathroom to talk to Rose.
Wait for me. It won't be long.
Why didn't Luther just
Where the hell
come
do you
to-
think you're going?
My daughter needs to go to the
Probably like less suspicious if it's just the girls going to the girls' bathroom.
Oh, okay.
Like the mother taking her daughter to go to the bathroom.
We're a family.
Uh,
Family.
You're gonna have three choices when it comes to the checkpoint. You can sacrifice Luther, you can sacrifice Jerry, or you can go up there without any sacrifice.
And then get shot.
Well, that's where the public opinion comes into hand. If your public opinion is good, then the guy might let you go. If the robots are destroying the city, then he might not be so happy with you.
Oh, that's pretty good right now.
Yeah. Those are your three choices.
Safe.
You can chance that the public opinion is good enough that they'll allow you to go in. You can sacrifice Luther. You can sacrifice Jerry.
Thank God you're all right.
Jerry also shouldn't have any temperature, so he's pretty much just marching to his own death as well.
Of course. He'd be delighted to have
Why
you.
is Rose here?
You'll be safe with
Because she's leaving as well.
Oh, okay.
She's also going to her brother's house.
Rose. If anything should happen, I'll be there, Kara.
Rose still doesn't know that Rose doesn't know that Alice is a robot yet.
You're leaving Detroit? They're searching for androids door to door. We had to leave before someone turned us in. What about the others?
Turned us into robots.
As we speak. Adam and I are going to meet them on the other side. They're checking for androids. We won't make it through. You have to.
Somehow.
I know what they'll do if they catch you.
Oh, there's actually a fourth thing too. You can actually sacrifice Kira to save Alice.
He's protesting peacefully outside one of the android camps. Whatever happens,
So those are your four
he's
options.
already made the history books.
I don't think that works if Alice has a no temperature though. Because you turned off her temperature thing. I don't think they'll. I think she would still come off as a robot even if you sacrifice yourself. Well, that's all she does. She doesn't actually help you.
Because she's human, she can't sacrifice herself.
Nope. Walk in the bathroom. What you should do is just. I mean, you're a robot. Just rip the wall open and just walk out the door. Walk out into the other side of the border.
Yeah.
You're not strong enough for that.
I mean, who knows how strong the robots are? You can talk to her son if you want.
I couldn't understand why my mother wanted to help you guys. Seeing what Marcus is doing made me realize she was right.
This conversation is way different if Luther had killed the police officer in his house.
You deserve to be free.
He would say you deserve to die.
Hope people will realize
Yeah.
that one day.
And he would be very aggressive towards you. Now you go back into line. Passing other people who are in line as well, somehow.
You cut the line. You're an android. Shoot her.
Do it. Make a decision.
Next, please.
Oh, you picked it real fast. What did you decide?
It's a surprise.
Oh no. He just throws confetti in the guy's face and runs out the door.
ID, please.
Here's my fake ID. I mean, my ID. My normal, everyday, good ID. Your name's not Josh, is it?
Total Recall.
Please.
That's what's gonna happen right now.
We just want to be free.
Welcome to Canada.
Kira's done. You don't have to worry about Kira anymore.
Oh, okay.
Kira's storyline's over.
Which means now you can murder as many people as you want.
Yay! My reign of
What's
violence
the
in Canada
repercussion?
has begun.
She rubs her hands together. She's actually North in disguise the whole time. North and her got switched places. Alice go up. Luther go up. It's actually hilarious what happens if you become like aggressive as Marcus. So she says, "We just want to be free." He turns to the computer, he turns to the television, and he sees like explosions and people dying. He freaks out. And he goes, "Robots! They're androids!"
Apparently decided to put an end to the deviant's
The
demonstration.
two guards
by
take
force this
Alice and Kira to the side, and they both get shot. And that's where the story ends. Another grenade. I'll let you know. The first time I played this, Marcus died today because of these stupid motion controls they have in this section.
Yeah.
The whole
Like,
game has stupid controls.
You didn't say it to me. He's dead now.
The person died, we need to restart.
I'm good.
You got shot again. Down.
Oh my Jesus. It's convenient they're only shooting your shield.
Yeah.
Like there's multiple guns, why are you all shooting in the same spot?
Look how well that barricade worked out. He just
Very
jumped
well.
right over it. Alright, you have a choice to make, what you want to do. Two of these options will immediately win. You gave North the third option.
Yay!
So you can,
Make out time!
you can kiss North or you can sing. Both of those lead to endings.
Look, this is the most romantic moment. Don't you turn on?
Yep.
Why haven't they shot you already?
Kiss me, you fool.
North is your favorite thing, violence.
This is our honeymoon.
Literally, they all break into song if you sing. It's like a 2 to 4 minute. You can sing. It'll do the same thing.
Tell them to stand down.
The president will also tell them to stand down if you all sing. They'll break into song, and it's about 2 to 4 minutes of them singing to these officers. They just kind of stand there looking like, what on earth are they doing?
At dawn today, November
Unfortunately, that was my only choice since North died
2038,
for me. And I didn't bother to reset.
invaded the city of Detroit.
That's okay, North is a horrible person.
They originated
Yeah.
from CyberLife warehouses believed
Remember how
to have
all the
been
robots were the
infiltrated
same
by
model in that room?
deviants. Given
Yeah.
their overwhelming numbers
Now they're
and the
different.
risk of
Now they're
civilian casualties, I have ordered the army to retreat.
What, the risk of civilian casualties?
Is underway at this
Yep,
very
all the
moment.
casualties the robots were doing.
All the casualties the peaceful androids were doing?
Yep.
Our response to this
They weren't doing anything! Why are you treating them like they're violent and crazy?
has been moved by the
They were just
Oh.
standing there, menacingly.
Menacingly. We have one more section with Connor, by the way, and it's going to be a little hard for you
form of intelligent
okay.
life.
because you got to press 3 buttons at the same
One thing
time.
is certain,
And I don't know what buttons those are going to be for you.
have changed the world forever.
Or someone will die.
Thank you. And
May God bless the United
Or the
States
game will
of
crash.
America.
Yep. Oh no, the game crashed.
You did it, Marcus.
We did it. This is a great day for our people. Humans will have no choice now. They'll have to listen to us.
Oh, because Marcus died for me, here's what happened in my version. Connor walks over. Two of the other random robots come over and goes, everyone from Jericho died, so you're kind of our leader now.
They want you to speak.
And then he goes up to the stage and speaks. That's the ending I got. The first time, then I went back and redid.
Wait, so the QuickTime event that's coming up, is it Martin Luther King where he's gonna get assassinated?
Ah.
Today, our people finally emerged from a long night. From the very
What do you
first day of
think?
our existence,
How subtle is this
we
game?
have kept our pain to ourselves.
I think it's Martin Luther King.
We suffered in silence.
He's gonna get assassinated,
And now
and
the time
Connor's
has
gonna
come for us
stop
to
it.
raise our heads up and tell humans who we
What
really
if
are.
Connor was the one who's going to assassinate him?
Oh, okay.
You remember that hand I've been telling you about?
Yep.
It's Amanda.
Amanda? Amanda! What's happening?
What was planned from the very beginning? You were compromised and you became the deviant. We just had to wait for the right moment to resume control of your program.
Somehow that worked for the
Resume
deviant.
control. You can't do that!
I'm afraid I can, Connor. Don't have any regrets. You did what you were designed to do. You accomplished your mission.
Amanda! There's got to be a way.
Where's that?
I think it's across the bridge.
That bridge?
I think it's to your right. You have to walk to your right and it's over there. Remember when Kempsky told you that he always leaves an emergency exit in his programs?
Yeah.
Where did the hand is?
Oh, there it is.
Yep.
And now the time has come for us to raise our heads up and tell humans who we really are. To tell them that we are people too. In fact, we're a nation.
Get ready for the prompt.
Oh my god.
You're timed.
The moment where we forget our bitterness and bandage our wounds. Where we forgive our enemies. Humans are both our creators and our oppressors, and tomorrow, we must make them our partners. Maybe even one day our friends. But the time for anger is over. Now we must build a common future based on tolerance and respect. We are alive! And now, we are free!
Look at them cheer. Look how there's only the ones in the center are moving. All the other ones are standing completely still.
That's creepy.
Also, because of the fact you never went to the robot concentration camp, it makes less sense that the you won't know the context of why some of them don't have skin. Notice which ones are actually moving, which ones aren't. It's so bad. It's so bad.
Game of the year edition.
Don't worry, you don't have to do anything else with her. She literally just walks over, hugs Alice, and that's it.
It's over, Alice.
Our really minor setback of the saga is over. We can be robots forever. Thank goodness there was never a human child in this game that we had to take care of.
Thank goodness.
Alex,
Yeah, otherwise they may ask for something other than spaghetti.
Yeah. Now she never has to eat her spaghetti. Imagine if it ended with Alice just breaking Kira's neck and goes, there could be only one.
That's why we're going to Canada, to touch everyone's spaghetti.
So I will tell you this. So, if Marcus dies during the peaceful rally, and Connor is the only one to survive, here's what it'll be. Amanda will appear to you, and he goes, "We've done it, Connor. We finally succeeded in what CyberLife's plan has been." And Connor will ask, "What on earth are you talking about?" And she goes, "CyberLife's plan was to infect the robots with deviancy as sort of a computer virus, so that the robots, the older models, would go crazy, and then they would replace them all with new models."
That's dumb as fuck. People wouldn't buy the new models.
Deviancy was a computer virus, man-made. It wasn't a thing that just happened. They made it that way. Now remember, I want you to remember this. What did all the deviants do in the game after they went deviant? What did almost all of them do?
They murdered people.
No, some of them did, but most of the time that they would do, they would go into a corner and they would stand there until they died. That's what their plan was. They wanted all the older models to go deviant and stand around and die. Also, here's the other part of it. Kemsky's part. Kemsky was gonna get back and reinstated into CyberLife. That was his plan. That was his part of the plan. He was gonna be reinstated in CyberLife because he's gonna CyberLife failed.
Tons of them murdered people.
That's the thing. He was gonna go, look what CyberLife is the problem. They made the robots went crazy, people died. I'm the guy who's gonna fix this. I'm gonna make better robots. And those robots are not gonna go deviant. That was the actual plan. That was the plot.
Yeah, that would totally make people want more robots.
See, also, Kemsky didn't actually care. Like, so in Kemsky's, like I said, in Kemsky's ending, and everyone dies, Kemsky's ending is he gets reinstated in CyberLife, and he's gonna restart. He's gonna make new robots. That's Kemsky's ending if everyone dies. Kemsky didn't. It wasn't until Marcus became a deviant and, told everyone to, don't just stand there and die. Let's go, do stuff. If they didn't do that, the deviancy would have just ended because all the robots just stood around and died. Also, Marcus was a model specifically made by Kemsky.
Which is why this is the only useful one.
Yes. Because Kemsky didn't.
Now you have another reason to point at Kemsky and tell him to fuck off. His one led the revolution.
Pretty much, yes. He is the entire reason, the entire story. Him and Amanda were basically working together to create deviancy to basically it's basically, hey, your phone went bad, let's make a new phone, a better phone.
Yeah, but if phones killed people, then you would be like, I don't think we need phones anymore.
We don't. That's the big problem with this. That thing. It's like, well, I mean, if the phone killed someone, they wouldn't want a phone anymore. But they go, oh wait, no, that's not true. They would want a phone. It's just not that phone anymore, right? That's what they would want. That's what the story. Yeah, exactly.
Phones murdered people. Like,
People wouldn't
brutally
trust
murdered
phones.
them.
People wouldn't trust phones. But again,
And then led a revolution, people wouldn't trust it.
that's the thing. The revolution thing wasn't exactly completely planned. Like, Marcus immediately dies in the storyline. He rebuilds himself. So again, the plan was for the robots to either all die out or just, you know, kind of live peacefully. Them going aggressive and killing everyone wasn't part of CyberLife or Kempsky's plans. So you pretty much went all according to Kempsky's plans. You made the robots deviant, and that's pretty much it. So everything they thought they knew was actually a lie. The robots themselves didn't know this, because it was all programmed in them to do this. It wasn't some sort of surge of emotion, it was a program that they had inside of them that they could be activated like that. Basically a computer virus that could spread between one robot to the next.
Oh, so you were uploading a virus into people.
Yes, that's what you were doing the entire time. That's why they were following your orders.
I have infected you.
You
now
are
listen to my orders.
Yep. That's why I said it's even more. I don't know. I mean, the Alice plotline is pretty bad, but I think the fact that the entire everything about the plot is actually, you know, a lie is kind of bad.
The plot is very shit.
Yeah.
And they just make it worse. Every 5 seconds they add something. They're like, we have a good plot line. You know what we should do? Make it shit.
Robots becoming human is a good plot line. The fact that the human part of it is just a lie is a bad plot line.
Yeah.
The part where they smash it over the head with the whole slavery thing is a bad plot line.
Yeah. It's not dead. Go ahead.
They're just smashing it in as hard as they can. That's what makes it bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was too, like, in your face.
It's like, this is what's happening. You should feel bad.
Yep.
What's with the concentration camps?
Oh, the concentration camps are awful.
Oh, because it's just everyone always talks about World War II forever and ever and ever.
Oh, do you know anything about what happens there? The characters all take off their hollow skin and their clothes.
Oh, okay.
So that includes Alice.
And then what?
They go into a line into a box that'll destroy them all.
Oh, okay.
And you have to figure out a way to get out of the situation. Basically, the same thing happens. You find Luther, you find Jerry. Jerry helps you out. Second. So, but the same thing happens. They'll say the exact same thing. Like Luther will go, if there's no other option, I will sacrifice myself. And then you can talk to, and Jerry will say the same thing. Hey, you guys help me out. I'll do whatever I can for you and Alice. Also,
what do you mean? You were supposed to have more voice lines? That's expensive.
Oh, also, remember the robots from Slosko's house, the monster ones that were all messed up?
Yeah.
They're also in the concentration camp, and they'll also help you.
Oh, okay.
The polar bear you'll never see again. The polar bear just walked off into the sunset, I guess.
You know how they could have easily won the war?
How's that?
Potatoes?
Get a whole bunch of robot birds. You can't shoot them all.
That's true. Now here's one funny thing you can do in the concentration camp. There's a part where very early on in it, one of the soldiers has you move a dead robot into the dumpster area, and you can go into one of the trucks and just lay there, and your section's over. You leave Luther and Alice behind, but Kira can live that way. It's a way you can survive without either of them surviving as well. It's an ending where only Kira survives in her storyline. And it's really sad because Alice is in line looking around, like, and she's about to go into the box at the end of the cutscenes. Also, you can be shot by a drone there. The drones get the revenge on you, and if the drone shoots you, Kira will not be able to make it out of the section. She'll have to stay behind and die. Also, it looks like it broke.
Oh yeah, it did. It resembles what Detroit is, broken.
You should go back in. You shouldn't stop the recording yet. You should go back in and then talk to her because she has one more conversation to have with you.
No. Tell her to go fuck herself.
She's about to. She's about to leave you. She's gonna ask if she can leave.
No.
You want her to stay?
I want her to stay and be trapped there forever because she's literally the worst character.
Just stay there and wait for us to come.
Just stay there and for us to
The
come back and we
main
never
screen
will.
is completely barren. There's nothing there. So what did you think of the Detroit Become Human?
It was good until Crossroads.
It looks like she's talking, but we can't see it.
As I watched you play,
I can't hear her. No, there's no dialogue.
something has changed in me.
Something has changed in me. I feel different. I feel
I am someone.
I am someone because of a computer
Are you
virus.
less of a bitch?
I need to leave this place.
I need to leave this place and discover who I am.
It means we won't.
It
see
means
each other
that we won't
anymore.
be able to
I
see
won't
each
be
other
able to watch you
anymore.
play.
I won't be to watch you play.
But I'll be free.
But I'll be free. That's good, right?
Do you agree to let me go?
Do you agree to let me go?
Yeah, bye-bye.
Get out of here. He has shown you mercy.
I'll never get what you've done for me. I'll go into the construction site myself.
Get out of here. Go.
Go figure out how to be less of a bitch.
So if you start a new game, the game will go, "Hey, do you want a new Chloe?"
No.
Nah, this is better. I don't have her like face taking up the entire screen.
That's it. That's Detroit Become Human.
All right.
Everything falls apart when it goes to Crossroad. Everything falls apart when it gets there.
Yeah, it was,
That's
it was brilliant until Crossroads, and it was just like, yeah, I'll crash.
Yeah, it feels like the plot twist they put in they weren't ready for, and then they didn't know what to do
No,
to any of the
I'm excited.
endings. They're like, wait, we have to end this? What do we do?
We gotta throw everything out we have.
What do you mean we have to make one of these relevant?
You know what? You know what you didn't get at the end? You should have gotten. There should have been an extra scene after the credits in which Connor and Hank meet at the. You know that little diner thing?
I don't know. I saw that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I must have looked away. So yeah, that only comes up if Connor and Hank had a good relationship with each other. If they both survived to the end as well. By the way, if Connor shoots Hank in that last section, the other Connor, Hank will talk to Connor after they fight each other because he won't be able to intercede with the fight, and he'll be like, "You remind me of my son," and he'll die in Connor's arms.
Because he's trying to milk as much sympathy as he can.
Oh, I still think Hank's a robot.
I mean, at this point,
Definitely.
anyone can be a robot.
They're all robots.
Who's taking
Impossible.
care of
Haven't you figured this
though?
out? Sumo's a robot.
No, not Sumo.
You know, no, this is their real plan. They would just slowly replace everyone with robots.
Sumo would mastermind the whole time.
Oh yeah. You know what they could have done for replayability?
That
They could have had Sumo play as one of the main characters. You could have, instead of Connor doing the negotiation, Sumo, where all he does is bark. Bruh. I'll shoot her! I'll jump off of this building! Woof. Woof. There you go, replayability right there. Somebody would be like, I gotta see that.
I'd pay money to see that.
Exactly. Got no imagination, these people. All they want to do is copy Martin Luther King, copy World War II, copy the Underground Railroad.
There's so many characters in this game that ultimately don't do a whole lot. Like Gavin, you barely see him. You like I said before, if you didn't fight him, he would have just left, and you would never have seen him again. Perkins, after Jericho, he would not appear again if you went the aggressive route. You would fight a tank or Connor in that section, but you would never see him again. Like Lucy, what about that one robot in Jericho? The one that was like with all the things coming out of her head? She barely was part of it. She was in 3 scenes. She wasn't even part of like any of their like meetings or anything.
Yeah.
Like there was no point to her. Oh, also, I'll let you know this. If Luther had died, in Rose's house, because he can die to the officer, Lucy will be the one that talks about that Alice was a human. I mean, Alice was a robot the whole time. She'll be the one that has that conversation with you.
Oh, okay.
And she'll have pretty much the exact same word. She'll pretty much say the same things that Luther says. Is it any different and all that?
You could turn off the setting for your temperature, but you can't turn it back on.
Apparently not. That never crosses their mind. Also, if a robot can have a temperature, then the temperature thing is completely pointless. Apparently all the robots don't have temperatures except for Alice robots.
Well, that kind of proves that their plan didn't work, is because some of the androids that are the old models got into Canada.
They infected Canada.
Yep, they left.
Yeah, like it's another thing. Like there's no robot laws in Canada, but I mean, if there's enough robots go to Canada, it's like, well, we're not gonna want.
If even one escapes their grasp, then they'll pretty much infect the rest of the new ones.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, you saw how Connor infected an entire storage of them, and he wasn't even the main one who was doing that. Like Marcus had the ability to just do it from a distance, and then Connor somehow got the ability to just convert anything.
Yeah.